Sup? We're back. Oh wait, it's the qualifier finals. It's not semifinals. Pfft. Silly overlay. Gotta fire my production guy. Oh wait, shit, that's me. All right, don't fire the production guy. Do not do that. Do not. Okay, qualifier finals, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be Effany, aka Alfio, versus Marwin. First map will be Neo Jade, and then Match Point, and then Fighting Spirit if necessary. Same map pool as always, just to make it a little bit easier on the players here in the qualifiers. It is a best of 3 finals. The winner of this best of 3 will qualify for the TLS2. They'll go straight into the round of 24. The loser, though, will still get a lot of points. They'll get 85 points, I believe, for the qualifiers, so still a hefty chunk of points. Really going to help them to qualify. Yeah, good stuff. And I want to give another shout out to our sponsors, Razer and Twitch TV. They're super duper awesome. There's logos all over the place, so it's pretty hard to miss. But please do support them, support esports and all that good jazz. Of course, basically I'm a pretty stingy person. So like the only things I buy for myself are in fact esports related products. Seriously, it's like when I buy. So like my peripherals are all Razer. Like the only clothes I bought for myself in like the last 10 years are like my Team Liquid swag. Big shout out to Team Liquid, by the way, as well. Forgot to do that because they of course organize everything. Yeah, and yeah, I have like a Twitch Turbo account and everything. So good times, good times. And I bought a Samsung phone. I'm gonna plug Samsung every time, man. I did this season 1 too. Like, you know, the TL guys were like, oh, you should plug this sponsor sale. I was like, all right, Samsung. Just to be clear, Samsung is not sponsoring the event. Although if anyone from Samsung is listening, you are welcome to sponsor TLS. Just saying. But no, Razer and Twitch, they're awesome. So huge thanks to them. And with that, the finals, guys. The finals of PBT finals. Who would have thunk it? It's amazing. And let's go into game number 1. Alright, here we are in the first game. At the top left, as the Teal Protoss, we have Effany, aka Alfio. And at the bottom left, as the Blue Terran, we have IFU Marwin. Little fun fact for you guys, by the way. Apparently, Marwin played in the TSL2, not TLS, but TSL, Team Liquid Star League, back when it was Brugor. And he qualified on the ladder stage there, apparently with an A- rank. So that's pretty cool. It's an old school player. He's going to be playing a TVP against Marwin. Now, we already saw him win a TVP earlier today. I believe it was in the round of 32 against Bion. So yeah, let's see if we can pull something off here. I think, I'm pretty sure Marwin is Alfio is a stronger player than Bion. I mean, I don't really know who Bion is, and I know who Alfio is, and he's really good. However, I do remember that recently I casted Alfio playing a PBT in Gambit's Cup. I think it was against Terror, actually. And he basically went for like a 2-base Arbiter all in with like 10 gateways or something, and then attacked at a really bad time, at a really bad angle, and just kind of died, even though Terror was being semi-greedy and getting 33 bases. So, you know, somehow Protoss Arbiter 2-base all in didn't kill a Terran who went for the 3rd base, and it was just a really bizarre game and didn't really look very impressive. So hopefully, you know, he's maybe learned a lesson or two from that, and isn't going to do the same thing here. In any case, we have nothing out of the ordinary here. Alfio going to do a gateway scout and get a little bit lucky here. His gateway's in a really awkward position. I don't know if he just is unfamiliar with the map and forgot where the ramp was or something. Like, why the hell would you put it there? I mean, that like, if you get 2-facted, that's going to get killed from the high ground by tanks. I mean, it's like away from the ramp. I don't know what's going on there. But, you know, I mean, you know, he had to at least have played this map in previous rounds in the qualifier. So he's at least played it before, but, and it's also using Gambit's Cup, so he should know it, but, weird. But yeah, I mean, it happens. I mean, you know, when I'm laddering every now and then, I'll forget, like, where I'm spawning and where the ramp is, and just build a really stupid gateway or something. It happens. What are you gonna do? In the meantime, we do just have one guy mining gas here, so I'm pretty sure this is gonna be an FD. Actually, maybe he just didn't put enough guys on gas yet. No, he's just gonna build one front. Okay. So it is gonna be an FD opening from Marwin. He's gonna get like 5 or 6 Marines, the 1 tank, and the vultures with mines. Exactly the same thing as he did against Beyond earlier today. It was on the same map as well, I believe. So let's see how Alfia responds. Alfia's actually responded by making 2 Zealots. Very interesting here. Something that is not too common in TPP or PBT, but is more common, I think, on Jade because it's a reverse ramp map. So I'm not overly surprised by this, but it's definitely not the most most common opening. And Marwin, of course, did make the anti-Zealot SimCity. So let's see, how good is his micro going to be? He's even pulled 2 SCVs off, it looks like, to help out here and make sure his factory doesn't get delayed too much. You can see the Zealot immediately trying to snipe that, but Marwin right on top of things. But he is having to fight a little bit away from the SimCity, though. So this is kind of what I pointed out in the first game. Even though the factory is next to the SimCity, the mineral line is a little bit far away. And it looks like the Marines are just not using it at all. So even though Marwin did the correct placement, he's not really making use of it. It seems a bit wasteful, although with good Marine control, though, he manages to clean that up anyway. His SCV scout now going in. He unfortunately did scout last, so he went all the way around to the other locations first. He's going to get a good scout off in time anyway. And it looks like, oh, he's going to go after this probe, in fact. Lol. Meanwhile, second Zealot is moving in. Uh-oh, that's not good. Oh man, all these Marines have 1 hit left on them. Oh no, this one has 2 hits. But looks like Goon going to chase away that SCV, and is he going to get any kills? Does get 1 more kill. He's going to get another one. He's going to go after the SCV instead. SCV gets pulled, and does get 1 more Marine. I don't think he'll get that one. Yep, he's not going to get it. He's going to pull it back. He's going to keep it alive and maybe use it with the Dragoon as well. So a good amount of damage, actually, from those couple of Zealots. I mean, you know, forcing a lot of micro from Marwin. And actually, Marwin's gone for siege mode instead of for FD, so he's changed his strategy after getting Zealot harassed right there. I'm really curious about this decision. I don't really... I mean, is siege expanding safer after you're getting pressured a lot? I'm not really sure, to be honest. That's really interesting. I mean, I guess he's just thinking, you know, he doesn't really have time to make vultures. He's going to have to keep making siege tanks in case, you know, Alfia's followed this up with another gateway or something, and he's going to put on a lot of goon pressure. He can't really afford to just make Zealots, and he doesn't really have, like, in order for the FD to be effective and to lay mines in good places, you have to have moved out on the map a little bit. If he's stuck in his main base, it's really bad to just lay mines in your main, right? So, so I guess that's part of the decision to change this. To change the build. So yeah, he's gone for a more defensive Siege Expand option, I guess. So he is still beginning the expansion. And Siege Expand is quite interesting, because the Siege Expand also is something that you don't really see often nowadays. It actually used to be very popular in this matchup, but again, because fallen out of favor in favor of the FD. Ooh, I don't like this. He's Siege really far forward here. I mean, he does have the high ground, but it's still quite vulnerable if Zealots move up to tank shots and Dragoons move up behind to kill him. This looks very risky to me. I mean, it just happens that the Protoss isn't doing anything like that. He just has gone for the fast Robo and the fast Reaver instead. That seems extremely risky, that positioning. Oh, yeah. Especially since Alfia has already shown he's being aggressive and making Zealots. Alright, so we got an engineering bay as well. Pretty standard stuff. And, well, the expansion timings are actually pretty similar. The Terrans is a little bit ahead. But, you know, when the Reaver comes out, that's really going to decide what happens here. Especially since, notice that the natural expansion here of Marwin is kind of facing Effany's main, so it's really easy for the Reaver to just scoot down here, do some harassment, and in case there's any kind of weird counterattack, he can very easily just fly right back and help defend his own main. I feel like, though, he's going to be super aggressive and, you know, harass the natural, you know, fly into the main, do all kinds of crazy jazz. And Marwin, well, it's going to be up to him to defend. The problem is, though, he lost a lot of his initial Marines, so he only has 3 right now. You know, a lot of times, if you go for an FD, you have like 5 or 6 Marines, so when the shuttle comes in, you at least have a little bit of anti-air. But with only 3 Marines, it's actually going to be really hard. He does have a really nicely positioned turret here, though. It's actually perfectly positioned. I'm really loving this turret placement right here. He's got one in his main. He's even got one on the side of the main at the right side as well. He doesn't have one kind of protecting his infrastructure, his factory, but that's sort of okay, I guess. You know, if there was a DT, it might be a little bit vulnerable. I guess it's sort of in range of this turret as well. So Marwin's pretty well covered, and he's gonna see it. Wait, what? He's run away. I don't know if he's run away because he saw it. Okay, now he definitely saw it. Okay, that was really weird. I was like, how is that just running away? Anyway, here we go. Shuttle's moving in. Is he gonna risk it? Is he gonna tank the turret shots? I think if he goes for this, the shuttle will almost certainly die. Oh god! Oh my god! 25 HP. Okay, 2 turret shots left. He doesn't actually commit. And he's actually going for a Citadel as a follow-up. Is he gonna do like a DT follow-up? 2-base Arbiter follow-up? Either of those is possible. Reaver drop and a DT drop is the most obnoxious Protoss thing ever. It's like Uber cheese. Reaver DT combo drop. Now, I still remember when Cal did it way back when in Pro League. Or, was it Pro League or like an OSL or something? But man, that was just, ugh. I mean, I'm Protoss, but even I felt dirty. Alright, so it looks like the shuttle is trying to find another opening here. He's going all the way around to the right side instead. But there's already a random turret here. Look at this, Marwin being super prepared. And this, Alfio's got to be really careful with the shuttle as well, because he's already in red health. Oh god, that's gonna die. Wow. Alfio snapped right off. Dang. Damn. Well, that didn't do very much damage, did it? I think it killed exactly 0 units. And it is in fact going to be 2-base Arbiters here, yep. So Reavers into 2-base Arbs. Good old Protoss dirtiness. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Ooh, I like this wall actually with the engineering bay. Ooh, that is not something I've seen very often. Really like it. Oh, that's good. Ooh, that is very good. Good stuff, good times. Okay, sorry. I was having a moment with the engineering bay. Anyway. There's some more gateways, more arbiters. It looks like Alfio might actually be doing that 2-base all-in that he did against Terror in Gamma's Cup. Yeah, there's the Arbiter Tribunal. He's getting a Forge as well, but don't let that fool you. So he did that against Terror as well, and I was really confused. Because normally you don't get a Forge until you got your 3rd base in PBT. But Alfio for some reason gets it pretty early, even when he's doing like a 2-base semi-all-in. And looks like Suicide Ops. Not too useful. Something else here. Oh my god, isn't this Suicide another one? Ooh, that was all luck. Should have really lost that one, to be honest. What is this? Is this a hidden expansion? Ooh, that's sneaky, but he has made like a billion gateways. Look at that. 8 gateway, 2-base Arbiter. You see? See what I'm saying? It's exactly the build to use against Terror. It's basically a 2-base all-in. And yeah, and with an upgrade as well, which is what's really bizarre. If you're doing a 2-base all-in, you almost never get the Forge for the upgrade, but he's decided that +1 is in fact in his best interest when he does this. And Marwin has gone for the fast 3rd base. So, you know, in theory, if you're going to 2-base all-in, you want the Terran to take a fast 3rd and not have enough units to defend, but I'm really not sure if this is going to work. Now the thing is, you know, busting up this wide ramp, even though the Terran has the high ground, it is really, really wide. And I have seen a lot of successful busts here, even though it looks like the Terran should be able to hold. So really, Alfio has to be able to bust this. I mean, if he doesn't, basically he's so far behind that that it'll be almost impossible for him to come back. But it looks like a couple of Vultures, though, might see everything. If these Vultures get into the main, they're going to see everything! And that did not hit. Okay, so he saw the Arbiter Tribunal, he sees the 4 gateways here. If he moves up there, he's going to see all the rest of the gateways. Okay, Marwin now knows exactly what's happening. He sees 8 gateways, Arbiter Tribunal, no 3rd base, he's got mines everywhere. Okay, I don't think he checked here, but he sees what's going on. He's even killing a good number of probes here. And he should know. He should be very, very careful. I would build extra turrets, I'd build supply depots to block. It doesn't... I don't know, maybe he assumes that Alfio has taken a 3rd at the 9 o'clock already, so he's not being overly careful. But Marwin should really, really, really be scared now. He's actually... Oh my god, he's actually thinking it's a recall. He's actually building anti-recall defense at his 3rd. He's actually not building at his natural, which is curious. He's only building the recall defense at his 3rd base. But I don't think this is a recall attack. I think this is just a break the front, you know, do it with stasis. And yeah, we do see stasis being researched. Alfio, again, getting a 2nd Forge here. I think he did this against Terror, and this is particularly bizarre to me. I mean, really getting double Forge upgrades when you're going 2-base all-in? You should just attack. Oh, he took a hidden base, though! He took the hidden base. Oh, that's... I don't know. I think this is bad, though. Because this should be an all-in. This doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, he's like, he went for two base Arbiter, 8 gateways, and then got like a cross map hidden third. I mean, the Terran's third's been mining forever right now. Look at this. He's already mined like 250 minerals from each patch. So this third is so far behind, and there's no point. I mean, what's the point of going 2 base Arbiter with 8 gateways, which gives you map control? He's got map control. Why do you need to take a hidden base and like do a cross map transfer, which is really risky, and not do anything? I mean, the only sort of good thing here is that Marwin has expected a recall, so he's built like a million turrets. He's kind of gone super turtle mode, and so that's going to cost him a little bit on the economy. It's like a bit of a trapped SCV here, but otherwise Alfio's build seems really bizarre to me. He's getting triple forge here on 3 bases. This is oh my god, he's expanding to the bottom right. See, so this is the kind of thing that like might work because Marwin doesn't expect it and he's gonna play super defensive, but it really shouldn't work. This is really dirty. That's a cool trick, by the way. Just, you know, using the Arbiter Cloak to let the Zealot walk in and clear a bunch of mines. Yuck. I think this is gonna work, and it's making me look really bad, but more importantly, this is the kind of thing that's like, oh man, is this really gonna work? Oh man, Marwin's gonna be so sad if he watches this replay. This kind of build just isn't, I don't think it's very efficient at all. Oh well, that's fine. That's fine, Protoss is winning. I should be happy. I should be happy. He's getting triple upgrades. He's going Shawnee style. Triple upgrades is also something I'm not convinced about in PvT, because upgrades I don't think matter as much for Protoss in this matchup, because a Terran Siege Tank is doing 70 damage plus 5 per attack, right? So, you know, if Protoss has equal armor upgrades to like the Terran's attack upgrades, I mean, what does that actually do? Okay, so I got +1 armor on my Protoss army, so now I reduce your 75 damage by 2. So now you only do 73 damage. Ha! You know, is that really necessary? Does it really help you at all? I don't think so. I don't think that does anything. Shields as well. It's like, really? You need a shield upgrade? I mean, you don't even have any base shields. So it's like, hey, I reduced your 75 damage by 1. Nice. Anyway. Oh! Might drag a few units in here. Not quite. Marwin's actually poking out a little bit. The problem is, where does look at this? Marwin actually has nowhere to take a 4th now because Alfio took the bottom right natural. I mean, what's Marwin gonna do? Is he gonna expand there? He could actually expand there. That'd be hilarious. He just like slow pushes along the side, takes the space instead. It'd be amazing. Either way, we got 1-1 upgrades against 1-1 as well. And I mean, you know, Alfio's mining on 4 bases. He's maxed out. Marwin's on 3 bases and 176 supply. This is the move out here. Here we go. Here we go. This could be it. Where's the stasis? Stasis. Oh, no energy on the Arbiter. Not enough energy, but it looks like there might be enough Protoss units. Are there enough tanks? Holy balls, that is a lot of tanks, though. Oh my god, that is a lot of tanks. There was a good EMP earlier on that stopped one Arbiter from having enough energy, and the second one just didn't have enough energy anyway by itself. Although without any anti-air, it looks like these Arbiters are actually just going to try and kill siege tanks. Alfio's pretending that he's Tyson here or something. He could actually kill this one if he attacked it, but didn't quite get it. And man, should be another EMP here though. Those Arbiters both now have 1 stasis each. He's going to go again. He doesn't have enough Zealots to go again, I don't think. Yeah, really doesn't have enough Zealots. But Marwin, I wonder what Marwin's thinking right now. I don't think he's seen these bottom right bases. And he knows there's no base here, and I think he's scanned the top right 2 bases. So I wonder if he thinks that Alfio's on like a 2 base all-in still. And it's just like doing, well, okay, maybe he assumes that Alfio has this base, so it's kind of like, maybe he assumes it's 3 base versus 3 base, and so he's not overly concerned about attacking. Oh man, big siege up here. Oh man, it could be another big engagement. I think there are stasis this time. Where are they? And the Zealots actually this time also closing with the siege tanks. Nice D-Matrix though, and Alfio again doesn't have enough Zealots. He also had 2 stasis, 1 on each Arbiter, but didn't actually make use of them. Alfio, despite somehow getting away with a really weird build, and being in a decent position, is not really able to engage the Terran army at all. However, now that Marwin's moving out though, he could get flanked. The Zealots from the top side, Dragoons from the bottom side. What's gonna happen here? Alfio's finally actually taking this 9 o'clock base, going up to 5 bases. And here we go. Oh no, the tanks are walking into cloaked Zealots! What the hell? Oh my god, is Marwin just gonna waste all of the siege tanks? Are you serious? Marwin, what are you doing? What are you doing right now? Why are you sacrificing your army? Why do you do this? I mean, he's gonna clear it up, but he lost way more tanks than he should have there. Recall! Into the third base. He can do a secondary recall if he wants. No! 3 HP. He can recall the main. He can snipe the command center and recall the main. However, he is getting counterattacked at his natural expansion. He is getting countered. The triple forges are in danger, although they might actually finish the armor upgrade at least first. Where's the secondary recall? He's got one more recall. He should snipe this command center and actually recall these units in the main. That'd be awesome. But he's actually getting sieged down in his natural expansion. Marwin is branking the front. The gateways are under siege even. And it looks like this command center is going to get lifted off. That is going to get cleaned up. But Marwin doesn't have a lot of economy behind this. Marwin is kind of semi-all-in on this attack. You know, his main is mined out. His natural is almost mined out. He's got nowhere to take a fourth base, in fact, because Marwin's taken the bottom, or sorry, because Alfio's taken the bottom right bases. So this attack has to do a lot. But even if he clears out the main, I mean, there's still, there's still these bottom right two bases mining. Alfio, he's just regrouping in his main. He's re-rallying into the main base. He's down to 94 supply against, oh my god, 165 supply. Marwin with a gigantic supply lead right now, and has retaken his third base as well. I think Alfio is in huge trouble. I don't really see what Alfio can do. He's going to have some miraculous stasis, maybe like a defensive recall or something, if he wants to clear this out. But look at this, high ground tanks outside your main. Here we go. Arbiters. Oh, no, never mind. Up, the EMP. Done. Alright, looks like, where'd that random Arbiter here go? Did it die? I guess it died. Oh god. 175 supply for Marwin, only 86 for Alfio. He is on the ropes here. What can he do? It looks like some more army from Marwin actually moving down to the bottom right now to clear it up. There's 1 DP trying to be a hero. At least he's got good upgrades. He's got 2-on-2. That's about it though. That's all he's got going for him. And, well, this is just going to come down to Alfio trying to regroup and waiting until he has a huge or big enough army to actually try and break that. That was almost an amazing mind drag, actually. These DTs are actually doing a good job. Oh, more DTs. See, this is it. Emergency DTs are actually killing everything. Marwin is not paying attention for some reason. Maybe this is a classic move from Protoss to make these DTs. But there is finally the scan. Oh no, it ran out. Oh no, it didn't. Okay. Oh, we just scanned again, I guess. Anyway, this is like an impossible position to break. Especially without Arbiter energy. What can he even do against this? Basically nothing. And, yeah, it's like Probe's evacuating that base. He's got a few more gateways established at the bottom right. But is now only mining from this one base. So he's gonna be shot. And GG from Alfio. And that is game number 1. Marwin takes it. He is 1 game away from qualifying for TLS Season 2. Effany now needs to take the next 2 games. Man, and after that game, I don't know, that late game army control, it just wasn't there. I mean, you know, he was in a decent position. He was maxed out against like 170 supply. He had a decent position in the middle of the map and just couldn't do it. I mean, to be fair, he didn't have the Arbiter energy, so, you know. Anyway, go into a quick break, and then we'll be back for game number 2. Don't go anywhere.